refusing to accept that Jake Paul can fight at all.
Just had all that court stuff, had divorce. Well, that thing, fiasco with his ex-wife.
It should be him beating someone his own age that really proves it. But at some point, you guys are going to have to stop saying he's not a fighter. I mean, listen, I know Tyron Woodley's not a boxer. He's an all-time great UFC fighter. But Jake Paul manhandled. But there's plenty of 55-year-olds there that are in shape. You know, you could be an in-shape former baseball player. Doesn't mean at 55 you can go back and hit a fastball. Just means you're in shape. But you realize that everyone's doing it now. I'm seeing the calls pouring in right now. Man, the call we're getting to Tyson. Okay? But do you understand that's exactly proving the point I was making earlier? The Tyson cloak of invincible will never wear off.
Sad to see my check engine light on, that shining in my face.
I get it. But I'm just saying, at some point you have to be realistic and think.
So we're going to go, there's a sign here that says Sawmill Parkway South to New York City. So I'm going to stay on this, heading towards White Plains Road. And
not get close to him, Mike could have a tough day. Thank you for being such
what I might do?
Wrap up with your calls, 1-800-999-3776. Peter,
yeah, I'm going to head to the Bronx.
19876.
I have another way of using the card to make money. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to stick to my original plan. Anyway, I'll take this to the Spring southbound. That turns into the Bronx River. I'm going to take that so I get to the border of the Bronx, which is New York City, and I can start the journey. Excuse me. Peloton is in front of me. Peloton. Had a little more funds in my pocket. I would get a machine for the house. Anyway, the gyms have, you know, like a couple of months ago, you couldn't go to a gym unless you got a medical procedure. But the mayor, Eric Adams, stopped that, whether you agree with that or not. I agree with it. But I wasn't, I kind of like the gym. I was going a lot, and I have a membership now. But I'm going to, and I have been there a little bit now. But I'm good for going to the gym. I've been working out at home. Okay, Spring Parkway South, New York City. That's where we are, exit 3. Parkways in New York, you truckers, you can't go on here. I know how it's other states, but one day I was on the Hutchinson Parkway northbound, and a box truck was behind me, a couple of car lines behind me, driving, and I heard a boom, and I didn't see it, but I saw the box truck, and he obviously hit a low bridge. New York City, you have a lot of low bridges, and that's why I don't want you to parkways. And one day I was driving, I was working, and I was hired to drive a RV from Albany, New York to Long Island. And my GPS was telling me to take this route on a parkway, but I knew better, thank God, because it was a real big, it was a straight vehicle, like a straight truck, but it wasn't a truck, it was a RV. And but really big, long bus, not an articulate bus, one straight bus, big and tall, and that definitely wouldn't have fit in Parkway. You know, something else would that would have been a big old thing. So, big old fiasco if I had gone the wrong way. Luckily, I knew better. If you look on the left of the screen, you'll see a lot of traffic. That's the rush hour traffic. You know, it's usually heavier than this, but it's a little later in the day. The last time I drove on this roadway, I call it, that's really rough. I had to drive really slow all the way back to the Bronx. And then when I got to Allison Avenue, I pulled off and parked. I shut the car down for a half an hour, and restarted, everything was all right. I had the check engine light on, of course. My friend's check engine light always visits me unannounced. But I was, able to get home safely. Right now, that bell, you hear that? Is engine power is reduced. Engine power is reduced. Now, I'm not feeling, that's the same thing that happened before. But I'm at a high rate of speed now, so it's not really affecting me. But a lot of times it'll come on, but it doesn't do anything. But last time it was really running rough. I'm trying everything not to replace this car, because right now is not the time for that. I'm gonna have to do it. I have 215,433 miles on it right now. Full tank of gas, just filled up. Now I'm at 3/4 of a tank. I don't know. Car's running all right. Like I said, I'm moving at highway speeds with no traffic. I don't know if I believe if I came to a complete stop and rolled out the car, that okay. But I still get that pesky. It's a separate light. The check engine light is on, and the middle console, it says engine power is reduced. And looking on YouTube, everybody says it's the throttle body or throttle body sensor. I keep telling the technician to check. Can you check that, please? Can you check? Oh, something else. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I get tired of here. Just check the damn throttle body sensor. Just check in throttle body. Check it. I'm gonna pay you. Check it. And change it. I didn't say and if. Tell me if it is or it isn't, and we'll probably change if it's necessary. Anyway.
What is it? That's Tyson Punch-Out, right? It's so funny, Don. That's Peter Dunn.
It's funny. I played Mike Tyson Punch-Out, the original one, back in the day.
1-800-919-3776, whatever you want to talk about, we will get to. Michael will be on the call on the Yes Network just after 7 o'clock. Now, TUAs. That's right. Also got Mets Astros to keep an eye on. And tomorrow, we could be at crunch time with the Jalen Brunson Knicks situation as well. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of, we'll see what the Mets do tonight. This is a big series. They need to exact some revenge. The 2 games that they lost in Houston did not go well. Astros, they're one of the best teams in baseball. So we'll see what the Mets can do with this 2-game series at Citi Field and close out June with above 500 record. Let's go to Adam in Manila. Adam, what's up?
The water body next to me, I don't know the name of it, but I think it's like a man-made lake, and I think it's supplies water for New York City. And that's not the main, it's coming from upstate. But also, I think the upstate reservoir filters into here and then goes down to the city. They actually have, if my knowledge is correct, New York City officers, not NYPD. I think they do have an NYPD detail that covers it, but they have their own environmental police department. That's from New York City, up here. Because this is Westchester County. Guy in the car just passed it and looked at me like I'm crazy. And I wonder maybe he's admiring the car. My car's old, but it looks very nice from the outside. I get compliments on it all the time. Beautiful car. If I have to, I'm gonna hate to give her up for her, her physical beauty, and she's paid for it and everything, of course. Tucker Hill Road, Central Avenue, 100. If I was gonna get on D